So May is finally over, and man, were there a lot of New Balances that were released and revealed. Welcome to this month's episode of Best New Balances of the Month. This month is obviously May, and I'm not gonna lie, this episode's gonna be pretty long because, as I said in the intro, there were a lot of New Balances that were both released and revealed and or leaked in the month of May. As usual, I'll start off the first half of the video with all of the releases of May, and I'll end the second half of the video with all of the reveals and leaks of May. First, I'm gonna go over all of the general releases that released in May. First up, we have the Made in UK 40th Anniversary Collection. This collection consisted of 5 classic Made in UK models in very clean and simple colorways. They were pretty limited from what I could tell. They were really nice. I didn't go for any since I'm mostly saving my money for the Teddy 16, but they were all great colorways nonetheless, and those that got them really enjoyed them, and I think it was a really solid pack for the 40th anniversary of the Made in UK line. Next up, we have the 2022 Grey Day pack. A few weeks ago, I made a video on New Balance Grey Day 2022, and if you remember that video, you know that I was pretty let down with this year's Grey Day release. None of those 3 shoes in the pack were bad, but unfortunately that's probably the best compliment I can give the pack. The 3 silhouettes used were the XC72, the 5740, and the 327. Nothing wrong with those silhouettes, but I was kind of hoping for classic models and obviously made models, and even if they were going to use these silhouettes, they should have at least done something different with the end logo like they've done in the past, like last year's 574 Unending. Overall, I was really disappointed with this year's Grey Day release. And next up, we have 3 pairs from the Teddy 16 that just recently released actually. First, we have the 990 V2 in the Sea Salt Leather colorway. This colorway is, as of right now, exclusive to that ALD raffle. Unfortunately, I took an L, so unless they have a wider release, I'm gonna have to bite the bullet on resale. It's a very clean colorway. I like the addition of leather. From the reviews that I've seen, I heard the leather quality is pretty good, and it's a very clean shoe. And they also had a 990 V3, this one with a wider release. Unfortunately, I also took an L on this drop, despite the wider release. Again, it's pretty much the same exact colorway as that V2, sea salt leather, some small different shades of cream and off-white on the shoe as well, but obviously on the V3, very clean silhouette. There was also an early release of, I want to call it like a bone and black colorway of the 990 V3. It's in suede. It's also part of the Teddy 16, obviously. Some people were able to cop this pair early. No wider release info has come yet either, but it's another very clean colorway from the Teddy 16. I personally like this bone suede and black colorway better than the white leather colorways from the Teddy 16, and hopefully the wider release for this colorway comes out soon. And next up, we have 3 very clean and simple yet very fire colorways of the 2002R. We have a gray colorway, we have an olive colorway, and a kind of charcoal black colorway. The 2002R is definitely not slowing down in popularity, nor is it slowing down in terms of fire general release colorways. All 3 of these suede colorways look so good, and they're very popular, and hopefully you'll be able to get a chance to cop them for retail, because the 2002R is definitely one of the most popular New Balance silhouettes right now, alongside the 550, and these 3 very clean colorways are sure to make an impact. And next up, we have the Kauai 2 in the Deep Ocean Blue colorway. This is a very dope, loud summer colorway for the Kauai 2. You get bright blues and bright oranges on an overall white shoe. It's a very bright and colorful shoe. It's great for the summer, and if you're a Kauai fan, this is definitely a must for your collection. And lastly, we have the Made in UK 1500 Selected Edition. This Selected Edition of the 1500 utilizes special colors and more premium materials for the 1500. I've already done a review on this shoe, so if you'd like to see it, I'll make sure to have a little card if you want to click on it and see the review. But overall, this is a very fire, loud GR for the summer, and I love the quality of the materials, and it's a very solid colorway for the 1500. Unfortunately, it is rather limited. My size is already sold out, and from what I can tell, it's only available on newbalance.com, and once it's gone, it's gonna be gone. Now I'm gonna move on to to all of the collabs that released during the month of May. First up, we have the highly anticipated Joe Freshgoods 9060 Inside Voices collaboration. This collaboration is actually the debut of the new 9060 silhouette. There will eventually be some general release versions of this silhouette, but for now, we only have the two colorways from the Joe Freshgoods collab. Those two colorways being Penny Cookie Pink and the exclusive Baby Shower Blue. The Baby Shower Blue colorway was exclusive to Joe Freshgoods, I think, Instagram shop, and the Penny Cookie Pink colorway was a more wider release. This silhouette overall is a very loud and chunky silhouette. It's definitely wild, definitely not for everyone. I think both colorways look good on it. I personally didn't cop them, but from those that were able to cop, they really enjoy it. They, despite it being an Asian-made shoe, the shoe is high quality, and they really love the silhouette. So overall, it's another hit from Joe Freshgoods. And next up, we have yet another JJound collaboration on the 990 V3, this time in a brown and black colorway. I personally really didn't care for this colorway, and it's not just because it's a more earth tone, simple colorway. I like them. You guys know I usually like louder colorways, but I still think this colorway is good, but unfortunately, it looks way too similar to a 990 V4 GR. In fact, I remember seeing someone post a picture of that 990 V4 GR on Instagram, and when I first saw it, I was like, oh, they got the new JJound collab already, but then I was like, wait, no, that's a 990 V4. Oh wait, this is an older colorway, and it's like, there's almost no creativity to this collab. It's just like a cut and paste colorway from that V4 GR, and this is a JJound collaboration, so you know they're gonna jack up that price. And it's unfortunate hearing that apparently they messed up the release, and the security question was what color were the laces. They were obviously black. People put in black, but apparently that didn't work, and it was actually like 2 words instead of just black, and the shoe was overall pretty hard to get. And I mean, as I said, I don't dislike the colorway, I just think it's unoriginal and a little overpriced, and it's disappointing seeing how hard it was to get. And next up, we have the DTLR 990 V3 collaboration in the Miami colorway. This Miami Drive colorway is very fire in my opinion. I definitely made sure to set an alarm for myself to cop this pair. I'm definitely glad I did. My pair should be arriving within the next few days, so definitely look out for a review. But as for my first impressions of the shoe, I really love it. I like the base gray of the shoe. You know, gray is the classic New Balance colorway, especially for the V3, but the pops of the blue, the orange, and the pink look so good, and I'm definitely excited to change out the laces. The lace options look great. It's gonna add even more pop to this shoe, and overall it's an excellent collaboration for the summer on the dope 990 V3 silhouette. And next up, we have a Japan and Korea exclusive Atmos 2002R collaboration. This is another Atmos collaboration with New Balance, this time on the 2002R silhouette. I'm not 100% sure what the inspiration for this shoe is and why it's like rat themed, but the shoe itself looks interesting. I definitely like it. I don't love it, and I'm not that sad that it's only a Japan and Korea exclusive, but it's still disappointing that an American company has an exclusive for Asian countries and it's not even going to release in America. But hopefully if you do like it, the shoe, you'll be able to get a decent price on the resale market, because right now it's only exclusive, and I'm pretty sure it was a very limited release. Alright, and now I'm going to move on to the general release reveals from the month of May. First up, we have the other 2 pairs from the Selected Edition Made in UK line. These 2 pairs being a 991 and a 670. Both of these pairs look really good. I like the small pops of color, but once they eventually release on newbalance.com, I'm not gonna cop any because I personally like the 1500 the best out of these 3 colorways. I'm happy the 1500 released first, but if you do like these 2 colorways, make sure to keep an eye on newbalance.com because they're gonna be limited to newbalance.com, and once they're gone, they're gonna be gone, which is a little unfortunate. But yeah, the Made in UK Selected Edition will consist of those 3 colorways, and that's it. And next up, we have 2 normal versions of Refined Future Pack colorways, that being the Navy and JP colorway. As you can see from these pictures, these are 2002Rs in the Japan colorway and that Navy colorway, which are the same colorways as the Refined Future versions, except these don't have those jagged patches of suede, and they just look like regular 2002Rs. I have the navy Refined Future pair. I really love it. I personally like this colorway the best from the Refined Future pack, but I think it's really nice that they're making regular versions of the Refined Future colorways, because those colorways are really fire, and the Refined Future versions are sure to be very limited and sell out and go for a pretty penny on the resale market. And next up, we have the reveal of the 2002R hiking pack. These three colorways, as you can probably tell from the name, are heavily inspired by New Balance hiking shoes and trail shoes. My favorite of the pack is this brown leather 2002R, obviously more reminiscent of a hiking boot. I think this pack is really solid, and for those of you who don't know, this pack is designed by the same designer of the Refined Future pack, Yu Wu. And lastly, we have two Gore-Tex versions of the 2002R. These two colorways are pretty nice, but what you're really buying these two colorways for are the Gore-Tex technology in it. Obviously, if you get them wet, they're not going to be wet, they're just going to splash right off with that Gore-Tex technology. Obviously, New Balance isn't new to Gore-Tex. They have plenty of hiking and trail shoes with Gore-Tex. They even made some 5740s with Gore-Tex as well. I thought that was definitely interesting, and the ever so popular 2002R is sure to sell with the Gore-Tex as well. And now I'm gonna end off the video with all of the collaboration reveals of May 2022. First up, we have two new colorways of the Stone Island RC Elite V2. First, we have a neon green and burgundy colorway, and then we have a gray and neon red colorway. I personally think these colorways are really weird. I really love the original colorway, the bone and like red accent colorway of the shoe, but these two colorways are kind of weird in my opinion. I don't really like how there's dark burgundy and neon green and then the gray and bright red. It looks a little weird for me. I don't really hate them, but I'm definitely not going to go for these shoes once they eventually drop. But if you did miss out on the original colorway and you still like these colorways, you have another chance to cop a Stone Island RC Elite V2. And next up, we have a potential new Aura League 550 colorway, this time being this chocolate brown colorway. I really don't like this colorway. I mean, I like brown shoes, but when the entire shoe is just chocolate brown, I mean, I don't know. I just don't like this colorway. Maybe you guys really like this colorway. I mean, it's another Aura League collab. The leather is surely going to be really good, but this colorway definitely isn't for me. And next up, we have the Action Bronson 990 V6 collaboration. This collaboration is going to be really wild. The one picture that we have of this shoe is a clash of various colors. It might look bad, it might look really nice. I don't know. I have to see full pictures of this shoe, but I'm definitely interested in this collaboration, and it'll definitely be interesting if the 990 V6 releases as a collab first and then the GRs come out. I think that would be kind of weird if they did that. Even then, I know New Balance has released plenty of new silhouettes as collabs, and then the GRs eventually rolled out, but I feel like the V6 should at least have the classic colorways, you know, the gray, the navy, and the black colorways released before the collabs. But it'll be interesting nonetheless, and hopefully this collaboration will look really nice once we get the full pictures. And next up, we have 4 new 990 colorways from Kith's upcoming summer collection. We have the 990 V1 in the Dusty Rose colorway, the 990 V2 in the Cyclades colorway, the 990 V3 in the Daytona colorway, and finally the 990 V4 in the United Arrows colorway. All 4 of these colorways are classic Kith colorways that have appeared on previous New Balance collaborations, but this time these 4 colorways are on the first 4 versions of the iconic 990 series, and I'm definitely excited for these to release. And next up, we have the This Is Never That 1906R. This collaboration with This Is Never That is going to be the debut of the 1906R. As you can probably tell, it is the 1906 upper with the 2002R's bottom, and obviously with the 2002R's bottom, it's definitely going to be a very comfortable silhouette. And obviously the 1906 is a 2000s runner aesthetic, and for those of you who are really into that style, I personally really like it as well, are definitely gonna like this silhouette. And next up we have the Donald Glover RC30 collaboration. This will be Donald Glover's first ever New Balance collaboration, and it's gonna be on a new 70s inspired silhouette in the RC30. As you can tell, it's inspired by classic New Balance track shoes from the 70s, and it's gonna be similar to the 327, 237, and XC72, but I personally think this silhouette looks the best out of the three. I like how it really stays true to the original silhouette, and I'm definitely excited to try out this new silhouette once it releases. And lastly, we have the highly anticipated Emilion Dore 991 collaboration. This is the first ever Emilion Dore Made in UK collaboration, obviously this being with the 991. There are two colorways that were available in the raffle, one being a gray suede colorway, the other being a tan leather colorway, both of which feature off-white meshes and olive nubuck overlays. They're both very low-key heat type of colorways and look very nice. My only gripe with them is that they retail for $275, which is by far the most expensive Emilion Dore collaboration to this date, and I know they're made in UK pairs, but man, that $275 price tag is very steep. And the only saving grace is that they are releasing via raffle, so hopefully you might get lucky. Both colorways look really good. I'm happy that they're not like very generic like Emilion Dore's 550 and 650 colorways. I'm glad that they're at least kind of distinctive. For those of you who did enter, hopefully you'll get lucky with the wrap. Man, that was definitely a long video. Shout out for those of you who actually watched the entire video to this point. Really means a lot. Let me know if I missed anything. There were definitely a lot in May. I wouldn't be surprised if I missed any notable releases or reveals. Let me know down in the comments. Also in the comments, let me know what your favorite release or reveal of May was. I'd definitely like to know. And yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Follow me on my socials. Thank you to all my Patreon backers. Check out the Intelligence site for more New Balance content, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.